wards. Here's Legolas training these archers again, give them higher rank. And Theoden is still rank 2. If he were to get to rank 4, he would have Glorious Charge, which would be extremely useful in any situation, pretty much. That way the horses trample units without stopping or slowing down, and they have much more armor and some more damage. They become almost invincible, except the pikemen, when Glorious Charge is used. Now Saruman has used his fireball on these horses, forcing them to retreat and preventing them from taking down this mill. Isengard is getting very close to Balrog at this point. He only needs one more power point. Rohan still needs almost 3 for Army of the Dead. Now, with a Balrog, Isengard, if he micros it well, he'll be able to take down Rohan's whole base. In addition, he's got this whole side of the base open, so he can help the Balrog out with some other units as well. Rohan is trying to rebuild his army, get some more elves, and perhaps some more horses. Yes, he's made a few more. Let's see. Aragorn is still rank 5, so there's no fear of him getting Army of the Dead in this game. Unless something spectacular happens, of course. Here's Isengard taking down Rohan's outpost. And the Rohan horse is trying to kill the ballistas. However, Isengard is moving this combo into a good position to defend them. So Rohan won't be able to do much. And he's used Saruman's fireball to take down 2 of the horses, so he has to retreat. Now Isengard is on the attack again. His focus will largely be on getting a Balrog at this point, which means he needs to simply kill some of Rohan's units. They are trying to take down the ballistas, but don't manage to even take one down and loses that whole horse. Saruman's Wizard's Blast came a bit late, it wasn't even needed, but being off host, timing this is of course very difficult for Isengard. Lortz has been able to cripple Legolas. Let's see if Isengard goes in for the kill. Rohan is moving his army forward in order to defend Legolas. He will most likely try to shoot it with ballistas. And yes, Legolas will most likely die here. Indeed. And Isengard has now got the Balrog. Let's see if he summons it. He's also activated Rain again, making Rohan lose all his leadership, and as you can see, the ballistas do massive damage to combos and elves. Here on this side of the map, Rohan is trying to harass Isengard. I'd say Hal was used a bit prematurely there. This way the Rohan horses can run away. He doesn't have Palantir, so the wargs won't be able to catch up to them either. Isengard is once again slowly but surely trying to take down Rohan's base. I can't really understand why he hasn't summoned the Balrog yet. Would, in my opinion, be a pretty good idea. He would just be able to finish off the base right now, leaving Rohan with 1 outpost only. And a couple of outside farms, of course. Rohan is still fairly far away from Army of the Dead. He's lost a couple of ballistas to this horse. Also giving Rohan some power points. Well, Lortz might be able to kill it. Yes, he is. So Rohan has lost yet another horse. He is also pretty low on cash. He's now bought horse shields, which is pretty interesting. That gives extra armor against arrows. That way he'll be able to go near the combos much easier with the horses. He's buying them at a very late stage, though. It might have been more useful had he bought them earlier. Once again, we're at a bit of a stalemate. Isengard is just waiting to attack. I don't really understand what he's waiting for. Oh, there we go. Balrog being summoned here. He will now use the wings ability. Here, in order to fly into Rohan's base, and that was an excellent jump. He's taken down half of Rohan's army. Now he uses Fire Breath to destroy the statue and the well. He will get them down, and it should be quite easy for the Balrog to finish this base now, even by itself. Isengard is keeping his units back here. The Rohan units are, of course, running away from the base in order to save themselves from the Balrog. Meanwhile, Isengard is attacking them with wargs, very high-ranked wargs, by the way. No, actually he's going to go in the base and destroy some of the buildings with them. Followed by... No. Looks like Rohan is abandoning hope here, submitting to the fact that he's going to lose his base. He will try and claim this outpost as well, I suppose, and keep this one. Stay alive in that way. His only hope now really is to get Army of the Dead and somehow manage to place it on Isengard's whole army. Balrog still has some time remaining, so he'll easily be able to destroy the rebuilding citadel, making Rohan lose his base. Now, Isengard would have the money to claim this castle right away. However, it's still protected by some Rohan units, and Isengard does not really have the units needed at this point. Let's take it back. He's got some combos over here. Now the time on the Balrog has elapsed. And Isengard is being forced to run away. I can't really understand what Lortz is doing right now. He's risking dying to Aragorn, which he does, giving Aragorn rank 7 already. And now Rohan will most likely be able to take down this outpost from Isengard. And this has also given him Army of the Dead, which I'm sure he will try to use on as big a portion of Isengard's army as possible. Now Isengard has claimed this castle as well. This will make it very difficult for Rohan. He summoned Ents here to try and take down the castle. They will most likely go for the citadel first. They could even throw rocks at it in order to make these... maybe get it down before the buildings finish, but no, they will be up. Rohan is taking down this middle outpost here. There's elves on combo and Aragorn. These high-ranked wargs could do a lot of damage to these Ents with Warchant and Howl especially. We'll see what Isengard decides to do with them. He will lose the citadel. Now Rohan has summoned Army of the Dead on, well, a pretty big part of Isengard's army. There's 4 combos there altogether, and at least 1 battalion of wargs that were trying to come and reclaim this outpost. Our Army of the Dead, of course, instantly kills them, leaving them pretty much no chance. And now Isengard barely has any army left. However, his map control is pretty good at this time. He's also got 2 Uruk pits, which will enable him to rebuild the army very quickly, unless he loses them to this Army of the Dead. Here are the wargs attacking the Ents. Their time is about to elapse as well. And the Army of the Dead is, of course, attacking the Uruk pits. Just doing what they can to keep Isengard from rebuilding his army. All he has left right now are a couple of battalions of wargs and some labourers, I believe. So in that sense, Rohan actually has an advantage at this point. He's made some more wargs. Meanwhile, Rohan will try to claim as much map control as he can in order to get his economy back up. Also, he'll try to take down this castle, perhaps make himself able to reclaim it. Money-wise, he's got about half of what he needs. He'll try to take down these rank 8 wargs. They're on pretty low health, so he might actually succeed with these elves. They're going to run away now. Use Palantir on them to make them run faster, and they will escape. Indeed. Now Isengard has lost this castle. Still has his own. Lurt has already been respawned. Saruman is being made. He's got 2 Uruk pits again, and he's only producing from one of them, surprisingly enough. Rohan has finished off Isengard's base. This is indeed turning out to be a very close game, but at this point, I would say Rohan actually has an advantage. Rohan looks to be waiting to rebuy this castle. He needs a bit over 1,000 resources more. He's still got 2 outposts, so he's pretty safe at the moment. Even with a Balrog summon, he couldn't be finished. And he's got quite a sizable army. He'll be able to defend well against Isengard if he chooses to attack again soon. He's now just making Uruk crossbowmen combos. Well, he can't even make pikes at the moment, probably. No, he can with this Uruk pit. But, as said before, they're very weak against elves. So, in that sense, it is a better choice to make normal combos. However, Theoden is very close to rank 4, at which point he will get Glorious Charge, and Glorious Charge will just own these combos. And they won't stand a chance if he gets Glorious Charge. So Rohan's rebought his castle. He'll start making farms in there as soon as possible to get his economy back up. Isengard was trying to gate rush him here, most likely, and take down the castle before he can rebuild it properly. But that has failed because Rohan was smart enough to close his gate beforehand. Now he's taking the wargs in to have a look at this outpost, but pretty wisely chooses not to attack because, well, there's a lot of elves and combos there, and they have a lot of leadership with